Three, two, one.
All right. Okay, hi guys. This is so fun for me. I'm so glad there's so many of you here. I see 46 people. That's a ton of people. I hope you're involved in Color War and having an amazing time. And it's really fun for me to be able to teach Torah to you. I am bad at following the time, but we're really going to try. Okay? So I hope you can see me and hear me. And there's also something that we're going to look at the screen together. So the first thing, obviously, that I chose to talk about today was these Color War teams. Am Segula and Yoshvei Tevel. Now, why did we pick these Color War teams? Those are kind of crazy names. I mean, Am Segula is kind of normal. I'm going to turn down my walkie-talkie, which I am wearing here, as you know. Am Segula is kind of like a normal name. You know, that has to do with Bnei Yisrael. I think a lot of you guys know that one. But Yoshvei Tevel, the inhabitants of the world, that's a little bit of a more different name, right? So here's what I want you to do first. I want you to, by a virtual show of hands, raise your hands, okay? If you think, first I'm going to pose the question and then you're going to answer it. I want to know if you think if it's more important to you that you are a human, part of humanity who lives on the planet, or is it more important to you that you're a Jew? So if you think that it's more important to you that you're a human, I want you to raise your hands. Okay, Shlomi, you're going to pay attention to what they see because I can't see. Okay, he's gonna take, Shlomi's gonna tell me about how many of you think that, okay? Good, you've raised your hands. Are they doing it? Raising your hands?
Important that you're what?
Okay.
Important that you're what?
More important that you're a human. That's what we're raising our hands for, human. It's more important to me that I'm a human. And again, guys, humans are distinct from all the other things that Hashem created on the world. Animals and plants and birds and fish. That it's more important to me that I'm a human than anything else. Or, okay, good, hands down now. Or is it more important to me that I'm a Jew? Is it the most important part of my identity that I'm a Jew? Okay, good, raise your hands, raise your hands. Okay, good. Now, I'm not sure if that lined up with your team names. I mean, if it did, it's okay, I'll let it go. But I really want you to think about that question because that's a really big part of what we think about as human beings on the earth, okay? Now, a lot of what we thought about when we made up this awesome tochnit that you've been learning about this whole session has to do with how I think about what's going on in the world as a Jew and as a human. And there's a Mishnah that I like to think about when we talk about this. It's a Mishnah that we learn about for Rosh Hashanah, okay, and it's on your screen. I'm going to read it. Masechet Rosh Hashanah, Perak Aleph, Mishnah Bet. Ba'arba prakim ha'olam nidon. B'Pesach al ha'tfuah. 4 times a year, the world is judged. There are 4 holidays in which there is judgment given to the earth. Number 1, Pesach on grain. Number 2, Atzeret al Perot HaIlan, on Shavuot for the fruit of the tree. Rosh Hashanah, Kol Ba'ei Ha'olam Ovrim Lefanav Kivnei Maron, and I'll come back to that. Uvechag Nidunin Al Hamayim, and on Sukkot we're judged for water. What does it mean that on Rosh Hashanah all of the people out of the world are brought before Hashem as V'nei Maron? Okay, so it sounds like everybody is judged. Is this just Jews or is it everybody in the world? So Shlomi, if you can go to the next slide. The Gemara suggests 3 different ways to think about this. Shlomi, can you go to the next slide? Good, excellent, thank you. Barosh Hashanah, Kol Ba'ei Ha'olam Ovrim Lefanav Kivnei Maron. My Kivnei Maron. Number 1, Hachat Tirgumo Kivnei Amarna. What is Amarna? Amarna are sheep. Go to the next slide, Shlomi. You see there's a herd of sheep here, lots and lots of sheep. You guys have seen sheep together, okay? But Rashi says it's not just that we're all judged as a large group or as a herd of sheep. Next slide. Hashem actually, or the ro'eh, the shepherd, counts every sheep when he goes to take his Trumot HaMaasrot as they walk through a gate. So he sees everyone, but they're really part of this large collective. Okay, next slide. The second idea is that we are Kema'alot Bein Maron, that we are judged as people who are walking carefully, next slide, along a path. There's a path by Har Meron up in the north of Eretz Yisrael, which is so narrow that only one person can walk down it one at a time. So when we're judged, we're not judged as part of the big group or as a collective. We're judged one at a time. I know I have 30 seconds left. Okay, next slide. The third suggestion in the Gemara is that we are judged Kechayalot Shel Beit David. We're part of the Chayalim of Beit David. If you go to the next 2 slides, we can see first this one and now the next one. We're part of an army, of a group, where each individual in the group matters but is part of the collective. So when we're judged on Rosh Hashanah, we're judged both as humans and as individuals, both as part of Bnei Yisrael, but in synchronization with the rest of Bnei Yisrael. 0, amazing. Okay, I mostly did it. Now I'll add one line, okay? Which you can deduct points for if you want from me. I'll lose points. What that means is that both of these parts are very important parts of our identity. And when we daven to Hashem on Rosh Hashanah, we daven as Jews and we daven as humans. And I think about these words all the time because they're in a song that I love. We ask Hashem on Rosh Hashanah, V'hofa b'hadar ge'on uzecha al kol yoshvei tevel artzecha. We daven every day, even now, that Hashem should make his presence known to everybody in the world and help things in the world get better, help the world be healed of all the things that are going on now, and that we, together with humanity, both as Jews and as humans, will be able to continue to grow and to live and to serve Hashem in the ways that we need to. Thank you so, so much. This was really awesome.